This is the trading review for the 11th of March 2022. The first trade I took was a trade on Oxy. I had Oxy as an outside day, but the previous day Camarilla pivots were too wide. So even though this range today was inside of the previous range, because the Camarilla pivots were so wide, this means that I could also treat Oxy as an inside day, so trading between the S4 and R4 levels, and not a breakout from them. So Oxy opened and rejected R2, but I didn't take a short there, and I probably should have because it made a nice doji in the 1 minute, but missed it, and also at least in the first few 5 minute candles, I tried to make an entry within the right R3 and S3 zones, but because the market was very bearish, and I saw volume and level 2, when I saw the Oxy drop at S3 and really not have volume at all compared to the open, I decided I knew that this price was gonna drop from this range all the way to S4, so I was aiming for a drop at S4. I made my entry at the break of the 1 minute candle, 5 minute candle, a stop loss just above the nine moving average, which it almost stopped me out, and it bounced off this candle, held, didn't trigger my stop loss here either. I was safe, and then just dropped, rejected once more, pushed through this level, took one partial at 2R because this was more of a scalp, and then the stock rejected, turned at this level with a little bit of volume. I didn't wait for my stop loss at break even because I just knew the stock was gonna squeeze with the moving averages curling up. So I got a little bit more than 1 hour on this trade, which is fair, especially trading it against doing the opposite of what this Camarilla pivot is supposed to be. And then I took another trade. I took two more trades. Just 1 second. So okay, so I have it here. So this is I took on Apple. I took another trade. The first trade that I took on Apple was 5 minute doji or hammer. It was one doji first, and then a hammer with a reaction of S4. And I took the trade at the break of the 1 minute above the curling averages, which in retrospect was a bit late, but I just had to wait for the candle to close. It was not okay to take the trade here because I'm below the moving averages, so it wasn't that bad of an entry. This unfortunate that it came back to test the moving averages again. When I saw that it had a long wick at the bottom of a hammer, and that the moving averages were crossing together, I saw that as a very bullish sign. So I get in at a better entry, just right at the break of the 5 minute, and just above the break of the 1 minute candle and the 5 minute candle too. So I was hoping for a move back to S3 at least, or this level, and we had room to go. So it almost tested my stop loss, but because I had a better entry, my stop loss was just below these wicks. So I managed to hold it, and then it just bounced off the moving averages, and once moving averages crossed, the stock just uptrended, and I got out at 2R. I got half out at 2R, and because it was a Friday, and it was already 12:51. I'm not very confident that volume is just gonna keep coming in and pushing the stock up. If it was a Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday, I would have held for higher. But because it's a weekend, I don't want to end the day not at goal and then lamenting once again that I should have made the right decision for me. And it was very important to end the day on a goal, on a positive note, and try to build momentum from those 2 previous days. So I think it was the right choice. The stock continued up. So the right thing to do individually in this trade was to go up, was to hold for longer. But because I lack confidence at the moment, hesitation, I need to work on those things first. So it's baby steps at the moment. So I'm happy with that. And I got 2 hours out of this trade. So that's very good trading. Recovered nicely from the loss.